Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this fine, fine Tuesday afternoon? Well, this is Sisterwives. I hope your day is going great. I hope you're having a good work week. And I just hope everything with you is copacetic. So let's just get into Sisterwives. Let's get started. Let me hit this up so it can stop bouncing.
Yes, the struggles of jewelry.
Sorry, but let me just do this because this was too thick. I made this years ago. It took me 8 years to hand sew this whole quilt. This whole quilt, I sewed this and hand quilted. It's one of my favorite. Well, anyway, go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes, I see you've changed your nail polish.
Because I wanted it to match. I know I never wear nail polish. I don't do this hand. I just don't. Because it's just the cleaning hand, the hand for everything.
Yes.
I'm right-handed and it's the hand for everything and I don't put nails on it. Well, these grow out, but then they get so long and then they break. So I'm just going to just make my nails look pretty on one hand. Anyway, enough of me. Go ahead, let's get into it.
Yes.
Before we get into it, let me say something. Well, first of all, I really thought that this episode wasn't really exciting. Baby Crone thought it was exciting. And it wasn't just because it was with the kids. It was just... But go ahead, baby.
Yes, I'm going to say the kids for last because, man, do I have quotes that I pulled. So, yes, I guess Baby Crone was excited and not excited at the same time. So, first off, we're starting off with, okay, Mary made her way into this episode. It was nice to see her and Jen hang out. We finally got to see Jen's husband and see that they are very flirtatious. So, maybe Mary and Jen aren't like we think we are, at least way I think.
You could, what is wrong with people? Can't you be, not saying she is or isn't, you could be bisexual.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, stop with this. Stop it. That's not right. I don't like that. Just because somebody could be or could not be bisexual, they can't like both.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just so judgmental. Let's not do that.
Okay. And
I don't know if Mary is a homosexual or not. However, she's very masculine. Looking, the way she moves, the way she breathes, she's just very, very masculine. That's all that I think we're saying. Yeah.
Yes, and Mary highlighted the fact that it's easy for her to get along with Jen, and that's why their friendship lasted so long. I mean, she got along with the other sister wives, but their bonds didn't last as long as they did. I mean, Mary,
Mary was, excuse me, baby. Mary was not a nice one in the bunch. She was very, very mean. Mary was the first to be in the polygamous marriage. So Mary was the first, Janelle was the second, Christine was the third, and then you had Robin. I don't know how long Christine said that she had dated or was with Cody for 3 years before they got married. Oh, okay. So I don't know how long it was that Mary was with Cody before they got married. However, but it is definitely, Mary was not the friendly wife.
Yes.
And I think it could have been also because she could only, she had trouble with giving birth, but she did have one.
Yes.
And the only one child that she had is, what's her name of her daughter? I don't know the name of her daughter, but her daughter is gay.
Yes.
And so why would you, so when you think of Mary being masculine and her gay, these things are in our DNA.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And another thing is that Mary was shocked to see that Cody was helping around the house. She was like, I'm not Cody. Cody never helped around for her. That's why she was shocked.
When they were younger, what she was saying is it felt good to have a man to help around load the truck, and that was her best friend's husband. And it felt good. Mari said something about his pants. She could see the pants of his underwear. And I felt like at that moment when Mari said something so trivial, I was like, she need a man. She need a man. If that's the one thing that you could pull out.
Yeah, you're right.
Not because if it was a butt crack or a belly, it was nothing. And she saw that. Hard. Yes. And her friend was just all like, don't you wish it was you, Mary? No, I'm joking.
But it was refreshing.
It was refreshing, yes.
Another thing is that the wives talked about, in their little confessionals, talked about how plural marriage doesn't work when you have a favorite wife.
And it can't work. It doesn't even work when you have a favorite kid. Look at the Kardashians. It just doesn't work. because when you have someone favorite, it just makes the other people feel less than. And so you never want to put forth your best. You never want to put forth your best efforts because you know it just doesn't mean anything. He already have his first love. However, this is what Cody wants.
Yeah, it is.
This is what Cody wants.
Okay, now moving on. That was it for Mary and her little scene.
And let me say something else about Mary. Okay. I don't know how often Mary is going to show up in this, but from what I understand, Mary called it quits for real this time. So, like I said, there are two sister wives. There's the sister wives that you get on the grid, that everybody's talking, and then it's the sister wives that TLC show you. Mm-hmm. So, according to TLC, it's like Mary said, "This is goodbye." Mm-hmm. Now I don't know how long it's going to play out, but go ahead.
Yes. So this episode was mostly Christine over at Garrison and Gwendolyn.
Before we get to that, okay. I want to get to when Christine and Mary hung around with Christine's newfound friends, okay, and how they were asking questions and things like that. Okay. And I could tell that Janelle was very uncomfortable with that. She was uncomfortable. She was uncomfortable with that. And all at the same time, I understood that, but if you have a chance to explain something to people, your lifestyle, I thought she handled it well, but I felt like she was feeling overwhelmed. Yes. But they are celebrities. People are interested, and I feel as though if you want to put yourself out there, be willing to talk. She did, but she was very uncomfortable with that.
Yes, especially because Christine said that her group of friends range from people that are happy in their marriage to people that are moving on to their second
marriages, right?
So it's like a wide range. It's like a support group for Janelle, and she's a little bit uncomfortable. Like, I don't know these people. I don't want to be sharing my life.
Absolutely. And Chanel has said that she's not ready to date. Apparently, she's not with Cody. And Cody's going around singing, "I have no wives. I'm just a man on the road," whatever the song he's singing. I forgot what it is. It's a country song. But and he's singing that he's just all alone. He just have his one wife. Well, this is what Mary wanted. I mean, this is what Cody wants. And I truly believe that this is what Robin wants. Mm-hmm. I mean, she haven't left, right?
That is true.
Okay, so right now, we don't know anything until we see what's going to happen next. I don't know how long they're going to drag this out.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind, but it's like dragged out, like their lives are doing something totally different. I think it's a way that they need to make it where it could be a little bit more cohesive.
Yes.
Because we're getting things way after the fact.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
another thing is, how do you like the idea of celebrating an ex-anniversary?
Well, people do that now. People celebrate divorces. They celebrate anything to have a party. People are ready. Whoop, whoop. Right, they better whoop it up.
Right.
Hey, I'm divorced. Let's have a divorce party. I don't know if I want to celebrate a divorce party. Exactly. And Christine case, I kind of understand.
Yeah, that
was leaving Hell House.
Yes, for real.
So. But she said they all said that it wasn't bad like that always. So yes, that's something true to be said.
And then ironically, Cody happened to call during it, but Cody said that he just heard that Christine was in town and wanted to see Truly.
And that could have been it, but didn't she say he called her before? I don't know.
But yeah, no, because she didn't even tell him that she was coming in town. So I don't know who blabbed to Cody that Christine was in town.
I don't want to say blab. Let's say told.
No, told. It was probably McKelty. Because Cody... Yes, because Cody sure did say that he enjoys that McKelty is so warm to him and Robin. And it was mostly because Robin saw that...
far as I'm concerned, traitor!
Yeah, McKelty was like the outcast, so she...
No, she wasn't.
No, that's how Robin saw McKelty. That like some of the older girls just wasn't getting along with McKelty.
And you see why?
Yes.
Because McKelty always, it's clear, she wants to walk to the beat of her own drum.
That is very
true.
She
wants to do what it is McKelty way. And even now, she's doing what she wants to do. Mm-hmm. And if her mother don't have a problem with it, then I don't have a problem with it. But she is not one of my favorites.
Got you. So... now that we've gotten everybody out the way, we're down to the kids left with Chris. Basically, Gwendolyn, Gabe, Garrison, and Savannah was there. And they were all talking about Cody, Robin, and the kids.
The thing that was troublesome to me is that Christine feels as though they're not going to get along.
Yes.
Now,
just feel that.
I said that last week, but someone told me that I misunderstood that. No, I'm clear. Christine don't feel safe with them doing this.
I don't even think Janelle did.
I think Janelle feels confident. After all, that's her son's house.
That's true.
And those her two boys. And the only girl
Is Gwendolyn.
You know, but she probably a tomboy. So she half girl, half boy. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. So I think that they could get along. You got your room, you got your privacy, you clean up after yourself, you pay your bills, you could get along fine. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. But I felt like Christine had a little trepidation about it.
She did.
And I don't understand because your children are grown.
That's
and
true.
they seem like they've been gone from the house for a while. So I don't know. But wasn't Gwendolyn living with a female at one point?
She could have been.
I don't know what's going on with them.
Yes.
But it is good to see that they are speaking out and hearing their side of the story.
Oh, yes. So first off, we have, well, here's some quotes by some of the children. We're going to start with Gwendolyn and how she was talking about how Robin has made herself the victim for the last 8 years. And here on the Crone's Treasure Chest or News of Terror, we have been preaching that Robin is manipulative. I mean, the kids even said it themselves that
she used her tears as a weapon. And did you see her little daughter, the daughter that sees the other girl in school?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't
Brianna.
she just like her mother?
Yes, she was.
I was just joking when I said, oh, she's about to burst into tears. And all of a sudden, she would, I was just joking
Yes, and
about
Aurora
it.
embraced her like, it's okay.
Those were both of her children.
Yes. And Aurora, who has seen Gabe around on campus, they still exchange I love yous and making Aurora, who is Robin's kid, and Gabe, the really quiet one that sat at the table and didn't say much. They see each other on campus in passing, and he said that they do exchange I love yous and to just check in on each other.
They do?
Yes.
So why is the other one so upset?
Because her and Brianna and Savannah, I guess like ignore each other or something when they see each other in the hallways. I guess it's tension, awkwardness.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah.
Blame it on your mama.
Yeah.
Blame it on Coco. Cody, my Cody. Blame it on him. Blame it on them.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's what Aurora said, which I think really hones in on it. She says there were more strong feelings towards us. What's
that mean?
That apparently Robin's kids feel like the other kids have negative feeling towards them or a negative viewpoint on them. And then they feel like they're the victim too as well. I mean, they probably are the victim because it's all down to their mother that's doing this and having them as collateral damage. But next we have how the kids said that the line was really drawn when Robin's kids decided to not participate in the family gift exchange because that's what been doing for over 20 years.
Okay.
And Garrison even said in the confessional, he's like, we're open arms if you guys want to come back for the gift exchange, but we're not going to reach out to you guys.
Okay.
Understandable.
Very understandable.
Glad to know that you guys are still on good terms and you're just like, there's no bad animosity towards you guys. So I enjoyed that. However, Cody said that he doesn't want to be around his kids that are jerks. He literally called them jerks. And
see, Cody's problem is he equal himself to their as friends.
Okay.
You are the adult. You are Cody. They are your children. They are not your friends. They are your appendages. They are your children. And why do you look at them as your equal? They're your children. You're supposed to be leading and guiding them. What kind of foolery is, I'm not talking to you? You treat your children like they're non-factors.
Yes.
You treat them like they're not your children, that they are people you used to know and you used to live with. These are your flesh and blood kids. And unfortunately, I understand you care more about that as what's not flesh and blood than what is. And there is a problem with that.
Yes. That is very true.
Yeah, it's
And
a problem with that.
Yep,
Yeah.
and here goes Robin. I found my little quote from Robin. She said, "We felt like we've been voted off the brown island." Like she feels like they aren't being accepted, basically.
Well, see, what you can't do, you can't bully people, you can't manipulate, you can't use your tears to get on top. And then when the family is all busted and disgusted, it wasn't busted until you came.
Yes.
It took you 10 years to get to this. And now you're looking back at the wreckage, and now you're like finding fault. There is no fault. The fault is you're all messed up.
Yes.
The women, when you came, they gave Cody to you. I truly believe that. I don't think they gave it to you like that, but I think they gave you your time. They gave you your space. They didn't make waves. You're the one who started making waves because you were the one that was sneaking around, kissing and doing these things that you ought not before you were married. So you and Cody had long gone past the mark of loyalty and honesty to this group.
Yes.
So let's just be clear on that.
Yes, that is very true. And let's see. Oh, yes, we could tell. Well,
before we go on,
Okay.
and another thing, I don't know what goes off off camera, but I don't understand how is that like. You know, you wanted Mary to go. You could have told her on camera in front of everyone. So did you tell her off a camera and say, "Oh, Mary, please go live your life. I want you to be happy"? Did you do? No, you didn't. And I don't like that. Just like I didn't like when Janelle cut off the camera. It's like, that's just my thing. That's just my thing.
Understandable.
Because these are crucial moments. That's information. So it's scripted.
yes,
It's scripted.
It is.
Yeah.
It's slowly starting to become scripted.
No, it's been scripted. It's just you're starting to really see it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so here's one thing that Cody had to say about Christine, and pardon my language, but Cody said Christine was a shit wife because she was mean to Mary and Janelle. So now Mary's feelings are important, but he conveniently left Robin out of the equation because it's not about Robin.
Well, actually, the thing is that he still blamed Christine. But when you like that clearly, that's because he's not blaming himself. He was the man. He was the head of that household. And it fell apart because of him. So it's easy to blame other people for your downfall. So you want to blame Christine? Go ahead. Christine is married, okay? And she left you. She's not with you, okay? She's gone. And you and Robin want to blame Christine because she refused to stay and live under that tyranny.
Yes.
And I don't blame her. She's like, you're getting sex, I'm getting sex too. You're being kissed, I'm being kissed too. You're being caressed, I'm going to get caressed too. I'm going to go and get me a man, a M-A-N, a man. And that is exactly what she did.
Yes,
and I'm proud of Christine for seeking her happiness for this polygamy stuff when technically you're not even married.
Yes, that
you're
is
married
true.
spiritually, but you don't have no papers. That's all I say about that. So they can keep blaming Mary. I mean, they can keep blaming Christine. Christine has gone on and lived her life, honey.
Yes.
Congrats, Christine.
And the last thing I want to talk about is Truly. And so Truly, while Christine was at the children's house with Janelle talking and having a lunch or dinner, Truly was spending the night at Robin and Cody's house.
Right.
Which normally he doesn't ask to have her spend the night, but he wanted her to spend the night. And for Christine, she feels as though she took Truly out at the right time so that way she can preserve this good image that she had with her dad. So that way when Truly comes back
I don't
in
understand. I understand because Cody's think this is absolutely
Ridiculous.
Asinine. I don't fully understand it either. Let me see what she's saying. She's saying she feels as though I took Truly from this way of life, this lifestyle. I took her at the right amount of time before she got tainted.
Yes.
And now that I took her out while she's still young, is she in elementary school?
I believe she's
still in elementary school. You can. I want to know if she's in middle school or she in high school. No, she can't be in high school.
No, she's not in high school.
Either she got to be like in the 6th or 7th grade. So that would put her in middle school. So I understand it in this.
Yes, she's 13.
So she would be in the 8th grade?
Yes.
Okay, so she's in middle school. So they've been out, Christine been out for about, what, 2 years? Mm-hmm. So yeah, in that sense, if I look at it, yes, because she hasn't grown up. So she's not a senior. So she still had those impressionable baby years. And I think that's what she might be saying. I'm not sure. Like, she's still young. She's 13 years old. She's not 17 or 16 set in her way. And I think that's what Christine means. And I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's what she means. She could have been 11 years old when she took it. So in that case, I can understand it, but I don't know if that's what she meant. Because it does preserve it in a sense, because when they get older, like when they get 18, 17, Cody doesn't really fool with them. So if she get truly at 11 and 12, 13, 14, I can understand what she's saying, if that's what she means. Okay.
Yeah. So that was pretty much it. That's all I wanted to mention about Truly, because we hardly ever talk about Truly. Well, they hardly ever talk about
because
Truly.
She's young and they trying to protect her and don't. And the mom said, we're going to have this round table talk, and I don't want Truly involved. And she's trying not to taint her with all the negative.
Yes.
She's shielding her so she doesn't know about all the frustration that they're feeling. Mm-hmm. She probably knows something clearly, but she doesn't know the magnitude. So she's trying to keep it clear, so when she go to her father's house, she has an open heart and an open mind. I think that's what Christine is doing.
Yes.
And as Christine is doing that, Cody, it is, how can you blame her for the demise of your marriage?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. That's a oxymoron. It doesn't even make, did I say it right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't even make sense in the way that you're thinking. Because if she had that kind of resentment towards you, then she has no reason to bring the daughter around. Because you certainly ain't going to go and fight her for her. Clearly. So that speaks volumes that Christine is really trying to keep Truly in your life. Mm-hmm. Not for Christine, because it's an inconvenience,
yes,
but for Truly, and for Truly to have her dad. Mm-hmm. I respect that. And she sees what the other children go through. And I think when she sits down and she looks at the other children, she says it really affected them. And she's left with, does plural marriage hurt?
Yes.
It hurts. She's looking at the hurt of her grown kids. She's looking at the hurt of it all. Mm-hmm. And she's asking herself, is it worth it? Was this worth it? And the answer to me is no, absolutely not. Kids didn't ask to be born, not in this life, you know? Yeah. So when they're born, kids should be born in love.
Yes, for real.
I really feel that kids should be born, every child. If you're going to give birth to your children, they should be born in love. That's what I feel.
Yes.
Like baby Crone. Born in love.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it for this episode.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It was a recap. Like I said, it wasn't no bells and whistles. No Skittles fell from the sky, you know, but it's progressive. It's moving on. And I enjoyed the show. This was like a lag on for me, but nevertheless, it is what it is. So thank you for joining us with Sisterwives, and we'll see you next week. What I want to say, I was throwing something corny, like, I was going to do something corny, like,
stay cool.
Stay cool. Hey. Sunflowers.